Let's talk about guest experience. We want, as servers, money. And to get that money, you need to craft your guest's experience. I'm going to just give you my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be dead on. You never know. I only have 20 years experience. Anyways, the guest experience starts with them approaching the front door. How are the grounds? How does everything look? Is the facade of the building in good repair? That's something only management can deal with, right? They need to get on top of that if it's wrong. And I'm sure they are, because they know how important that is. The thing is this, if I see a piece of trash in the parking lot, do you know what I do? I just kick it under a car. No, man, I pick it up. And those of you who think you're above picking up trash in the parking lot, what do you do all day, man? You pick up half-eaten food on plates. If they spill it on the table, you pick that up. And you're above picking up some trash? Come on, man. Go inside and get a glove if it's nasty. Like, whatever you got to do, but get it off the grounds. You want your guests to see a perfectly manicured exterior. Next, the host. Kind of out of your control. But the host needs to be positive. They need to be pleasant. They need to wear a big smile when they greet them, like a long lost friend. Hi, how are you doing this afternoon? So happy you came in. Maybe that's a little thick, but you get the idea. How many? You don't want that, right? How many in your party? And then as you're walking them to the table, celebrating something this evening? Did you come in for a birthday, an anniversary? We're here to please you. Sit them at the table, and then they're done. If you want me to do a thing on hosting, I will. I've been a host a little bit. I've been doing this a long time. I know what it takes to get someone to a table properly. But that's not us today. When you had come in for your shift, you came in, you picked up trash on the way in, you made sure everything looked proper, you checked the communications board, you checked in with your manager, got a signature if you needed to, you signed in with the host. Next, check your station. You get one chance to make a first impression. That's why it's called a first impression. You get one chance. Make sure your tables are perfect because they had a perfect experience coming into the restaurant. The host is a perfect experience, right? They're fantastic. We have a host at work that, oh my goodness, best ever. Never have I seen someone so cued into what the guests want and what they need. She's insane. Anyways, but then you take them to a table and the salt and peppers, or the pepper's dusty inside. You know what I'm talking about? Dusty inside. The sugar caddy is dirty, not filled, not organized. There's a little bit of stuff on the table. On the bench, there's something. You don't want that. You want perfect, man. That guest is coming in and paying 3 times to the house what they could have gotten that food for at the store. You know what they're buying with that? They're buying no cleanup, no cooking, and the experience. The experience. You gotta give them that experience, man. If not, they're gonna get it at another restaurant. They're not gonna come see you again if they had a bad experience. They need a great experience. Get them back in the store. Then, you're a salesperson as a server, right? The most important thing in sales is not how to sell them. The most important thing is listening. You need to listen to what they're telling you, because you know what they're going to tell you? They're going to tell you how to sell them. Guaranteed, man, if you're a good listener, I sold for a little while. And the number one thing is you need to listen. They're going to tell you what's important to them, what they want, what they like, what they need. They're going to tell you how to sell them. Beautiful, right? Because then everything you say, they're not going to realize they're doing it. And everything you say is going to be like, oh, how do you know? He's so intuitive. I'm not intuitive. I just listen to you. Thank you so much. And you need them to want what they get, kind of, sort of, if that makes sense. Because once there's a want for it, as soon as they get it, it's going to be great because they wanted it. You're not foisting something upon them. They asked for it. Take it to them. Make it be perfect. I think that's enough for one. We're up to them sitting down at the table. Geez, how long is this going to take? Peace. I'll see you in the next one.